Appalachian sunrise meets my skin, even with my eyes still closed.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm happy you're here today. If you're new, my name is Jen, and today we're going to be doing a little bit of summer decorating in my kitchen. I had a lot of color for the spring season and I kind of got overwhelmed by it, so I'm ready to tone things down to a little bit more of a neutral look. I love green, and I have these beautiful green bar stools that are new to me from Day Lane, and I thought I would work around those because I really want the opportunity to bring in those beautiful moody greens but not be dark for the summer season. I want things to be light and soft and airy. So last week, you guys that have been following along may already know that we took a trip to Hobby Lobby and we did a little bit of shopping. I was looking for some summer inspiration for the kitchen and basically just overall in the whole house. And I did have a few finds. Some of you guys saw that I picked up this clearance beautiful picture. Actually, it was only $2.99, and that is the exact green that I was hoping to find. I couldn't believe I got such a great deal on this, but I really love the frame too. I think gold and green is a beautiful color combination. It was actually my color combination in my wedding many years ago, and I've always loved the look of gold and green. I think it's elegant, and so when I came across this for $2.99, I thought this would be perfect. In store, I actually didn't realize just how green it was. It had a little bit more of a darker look, and I thought it was more of almost like a light, like a soft black, or like a charcoal. And I was actually very happy when I came home and saw that it was green, because it's actually the perfect green to go with the bar stools and a lot of the greens that I'll be using throughout the house for the summer season. Now, I also picked up, and this was not a Hobby Lobby find, which is why you didn't see it in store, but I picked up this light on Amazon, and I plan on using this in my kitchen. It is a battery powered light, so it has a little touch on the bottom. This little button here changes the light, and I love the idea of having a battery powered lamp in the kitchen. I've always been a fan of lamps in the kitchen. If you've been watching me for a while, you know that I almost always do have one, but I thought this was a little bit of a different look because it does have this sort of pedestal base, which is completely different than what I've ever used in the past. And I like the idea that it's wireless. You guys, I hate the cords. I know so many of you guys struggle with cords, and I do too. I hate seeing cords. They are a necessity because, you know, everything is electrified, so, you know, you have to plug it in. But boy, if you can eliminate cords in the kitchen, I definitely recommend being able to do that. And this is actually something that I plan to maybe use in other areas of the house as well, but I have an idea for where I want to use it, at least for the summer in the kitchen. Now, the next thing I picked up, and I actually did already have some of these, but I picked up a few more because I just love these. I think they're just so beautiful for the summer season. It's these beautiful white cosmos. They're soft looking, and I love the movement in the stems. They have just sort of this wispy wildflower look, and it's very easy to style these. I do struggle with arranging faux florals just because I feel like I can never get them in the configuration that I want. But with these, it's really easy because they are designed to have that wild growing shape to them, and so I do like that. And they were $4 because I picked them up on sale at Hobby Lobby. Sorry guys, they were $4 because I picked them up on sale at Hobby Lobby. The regular price is $6.99, but a lot of you guys already know that every other week the floral section is 40% off. So definitely recommend picking these up when they're on sale. I only picked up 2 stems because I had a bunch of them already. I just needed a few more to tuck them in, you know, areas that I didn't have enough to do so, especially with the way I'm wanting to style the kitchen this summer. So I grabbed 2 of these, and then I love this scalloped tray. Now, you guys heard me say in the video last week that I actually already have one, and I do. I actually have it on my coffee table back there, but I wanted this one also. That might be a little bit overboard. A lot of people might be thinking that's ridiculous, but the price was so good. It was only $11.99, and I knew I wanted to use this in my kitchen, and I like the idea of having similar items kind of placed around the house. I have an open floor plan. My house is very small, but because it's an open floor plan, being able to repeat elements from room to room really brings the look together. And so for $11.99, I thought this was a really great deal and something that I'll be able to maybe use upstairs in my bedroom in the future. But for right now, I absolutely know where I'm going to be putting this one, and I just love the look of it. I mean, scallops are so adorable to create movement and softness, and in the kitchen, because I have a white kitchen, and you guys will see when we do some decorating here in a moment, Everything is white, and then I have granite for the countertop. So it's almost cold and feels sterile. So being able to bring in wicker or any sort of textured elements, and especially these scalloped curved edges, really does help soften the look a little bit and bring a little bit more of that warm, welcoming feel into a cold, sterile kitchen. So if you have a white kitchen, I definitely recommend picking up some items that will bring in texture, bring in warmth, and bring in curves. You will love the way it looks in your white kitchen. So that's it for the haul. We're gonna be doing a little bit of kitchen decorating today. So let's get started with the decorating. So there's not a lot of cleaning to be done. I just want to wipe down the countertops very quickly, and then we'll get started adding in some kitchen decor.
Appalachian sunrise meets my skin.
And then I'm gonna move over here to the side of my refrigerator. I picked up these magnetic curtain rods on Amazon recently, and I have been loving being able to use it on the side of my refrigerator. It adds so much interest and texture here to this just functional utilitarian spot of my kitchen, and I just really have been enjoying using it. If you wanna grab one, I'll go ahead and link it below in my Amazon storefront. So you guys, this is the tray that I want to use in this section. I love this tray. I picked this up at Walmart. If I can find the link for it, I will link it below. I love the warm wood tones, but what I really love about it is the fact that it has these almost antique brass, sort of gold looking handles on them. This would be great for serving. If you're big into entertaining, you could use this as a tray to serve drinks, but honestly, I want to use this as a way to sort of gather all of my items over here next to the refrigerator. Is kind of a dead space. I don't use this space. Most of my food prep is done on the island. So I'm gonna go big over here and create a really big vignette, but I wanna use this to ground everything. So we're gonna start with this picture. This was a Hearth and Hand purchase either last year or the year before, but I really love it. It is stoneware, and I love the simplicity of one side, and then if you turn it around, it does have a little bit more interest. And then I'll add in a few of these Cosmo stems that we had spoken about earlier in the video. I love the way the white florals match with the green gingham. I think it brings a lot of softness and interest into this corner and just really livens it up.
Up the river by my son. Feet step over splinters of the moon.
Now I'm gonna add in 4 green plates. I'm gonna use this as a riser. I like the idea of using kitchen items as decor because it looks so functional, but also it looks really pretty. And then on top of that, I'm going to add in this little white creamer along with some gold spoons just to tie in the gold of the handles on the tray.
Golden
And then, of course, my beautiful green and gold picture in the back and some gold salt and pepper shakers. Now, to finish off the look, I'm going to come in with my Vela Box candle. You guys know I love Vela Box. I talk about them often. Every month, I get a beautifully scented artisan candle hand poured in the United States from my Vela Box subscription. You can use my discount code that is in the description box below. If you're interested in getting started with your own Vela Box subscription, you can save 50% off of your first shipment. So now we're gonna work over here. This is my makeshift coffee area for now. I'm working on getting a new over-the-range microwave. That one doesn't work. It actually hasn't worked since Christmas. I have one that is a smaller one over in my actual coffee bar area, and until I get a new one of those, this is my coffee situation for now, but I think it'll work. I kind of like the idea of putting this wicker tray here next to the coffee maker, and then I have this really cute thrifted piece of art that I've been using throughout my house year after year for many years now. One of the things I love about thrifted art is that you actually can get a sense of history with it, which I really do love that. And when I found this one, it looks like it has some writing on here. It's hard to really make out what it says, except that it has a year on it. It says 1970, and it says given to mother in October 1970 by And then it says the name of the artist, but I'm having a hard time reading it. But anyway, I thought this was really cool, a neat piece of history, and just an opportunity to bring in some unique pieces that are meaningful and vintage, but still sort of fit that summer theme. So I'm gonna use some command strips, and I'm gonna put this on the wall behind the wicker tray and kind of set up my decor around it. So once I get this on the wall, I'm adding this wicker tray, and then I do put this gingham hand towel in. I think it's a really cute cottage look. I did end up moving the towel though. It just felt a little too crowded. So I removed the hand towel. I ended up using it on the stove, and I think it ended up really pretty. And I love the way this combination works together with the gold and the wicker and the scalloped and just this little stoneware spoon dish. I think it's all really cute. Even without the gingham hand towel, it turned out really cute. On the opposite side of the stove, I love to use wooden cutting boards as a way to warm up the white backsplash. So I'm just laying a few different shapes in, and then I'm gonna come in also with my green Magnolia Table cookbook. I love the look of green in front of the wood cutting boards. I think that is such a pretty way to bring an earthy and sort of neutral look into the kitchen without going overboard with decor pieces. And then just a little wicker utensil holder and some wooden spoons. I've got an eyelet fabric piece. It's actually a table runner, which I thought was nice to bring in a pop of white along with this white candle. And this section is complete.
Away, my heart drops to the floor. They said it would get easier, but I don't know who for. Days move faster now, I swear. I can feel them slip away.
Now this is one of my favorite areas to decorate. I picked this brass rod up at Target in the spring, early in the spring, and I love having it here on the edge of my counter so that I can bring in some texture and some florals. This is right at my front entry, and so I love greeting guests with just this little unexpected cute way to display decor items, and many of these are thrifted items. This little hanging basket was a thrift find. I love that it has a flat back, and then this ceramic pot with the copper band around it I thought was perfect for the summer season. This is a cutting board that used to be pristine and perfect and new from the store, but I ended up just sanding it down. Actually, my husband did, and we just wore on it a little bit with some tools and made it look old, almost like an old breadboard. And then we're just going to come in with a few pot holders for texture, and this area will be complete.
He left her slowly as his mind lost more every day. Quietly she walked beside and tended in her way. Now the bed he built for two is cold, but her memories have stayed. Because some things last forever, the love that never fades.
Once I purchased that brass rod for the entry, I decided to go ahead and get the towel bar as well. I love having it here as a way to just break up all of the white and bring in a little bit of softness with some hand towels. And here's a quick look at how everything turned out. I am loving my kitchen for the summer season.
Between the bliss and underneath the egg, in the tenderness, a single thread remains. It's deeper than a sentiment. It's a fierce and holy rage. Some things last forever. Beloved never fades. Beloved never fades.
Well guys, that's gonna do it for the decorating today. I hope you enjoyed seeing how my kitchen is coming together. If you are new, thank you so much for joining me today. And if you're a returning viewer, I so appreciate you guys. Be sure and hit that subscribe button so that you won't miss any of the upcoming summer decorating and some outdoor projects. We've got some big ones coming up, so I hope you will join me in the future videos for a little bit more summer fun. If you haven't checked out that video right there, go ahead and click on it now. It is a really great one.